Alright, so Special League finally finished up tallying. We did end up rank 1, which was kind of nice. I thought before I start rerunning for the upcoming season, I should at least compile all my rune builds. You've probably seen most of them in random videos here and there. But I thought it would be nice to like put them all in one video. We also did end up finishing the profile. Don't worry about the 21 stars here, but we'll see. Maybe this 2A I'll go for the 30 there as well. Probably not though. Yeah, so this was basically the box that I ended up using. There are a few units over here that I used a few times. Bike I was using a lot in the beginning, but I kind of ended up not using that much towards the end. I still think it's nice though. I'm probably gonna use this guy in regular season, I think. Yeah, basically these units here in the front were most of my speed leads. Oliver I didn't pick that much, but I mean, there's no harm in just having Oliver ruined. Just standard Valna will. I will say that 100 rest build is better though. Try to get a 5 ac. I have a bit from artifacts here. Yeah, I ended up using Vanessa a lot more. And I'm pretty sure Vanessa's gonna take over the spot a bit. Oliver will still be good of course, but I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I'm pretty sure people are gonna be spamming Vanessa equal to Oliver, or maybe even more. I mean, that was basically the case for a Special League. And I think it would be the same for the regular as well. Chiwu I only ended up using a few times. Just in a like weird crit damage, high ac build. I think he got changed a little bit towards the end. I didn't really have him max ac before. Ryu was probably my most crucial one in terms of like Ryu I basically used any time I went for CC. That's why I had him on a sweat build. So I could like always outspeed any bruiser team, even when they had Oliver or Vanessa. And one nice thing about the Special League as well was that you could basically stack a bunch of crit rates, even on like non-crit rate crit damage units, because there was no real ragdoll to punish it. I might even try this a bit for regular as well, with Swift Ryu. But I'm pretty sure the ragdolls are going to be a big problem. Samath, just random Despair Will build. Don't think I picked him too much, maybe like 5 to 10 times in total. It's just a nice speed lead if you want to slam either Oliver plus Samath or Vanessa Samath. Also decent with Chiwu. Camilla was one of the big ones. I might end up trying a crit rate build with a bit higher accuracy. Yeah, Camilla did a lot. I'm thinking she would probably be one of the bigger units now in this season. So I guess this build should still be pretty relevant. Tomoe I used in some games where I wanted to go like really hard CC. She's also really good good unit when it comes to like CCing a Verd team because of the stuns. Etna was like my main Swift carry. I think she changed a little bit. Cause I changed some runes just before the league ended. But I didn't actually get to use them. I think she was something like yeah, she was like this, I think. So a bit squishier, but more crit damage, more accuracy. But I ended up changing Sonya a bit as well to make her 100 crits. So this is probably gonna be the build that I use during regular. If I still end up using Etna. But she was like my main Swift carry. She basically carried during the whole league. Yeah, Vanessa probably gonna stay like this as well. I'll see how Vanessa does with all the LDs coming back. I will say my Vanessa is 74 ac on skill 2. I really want to get her to 85, but it's kind of hard. Maybe I'll end up going a non-critter build to try to fit more stats. I just try to get her as fast as possible, so she can still strip for some high base speed units, while being somewhat tanky and high accuracy. Chandra, I ended up picking only like twice or maybe 3 times. Because I thought he would be fun with like the Vanessa revive, and they both have strips and everything. I think he ended up winning maybe 2 games out of 3. So it wasn't all that bad, but it was lower than my overall win rate, so... Because overall ended up at 75. So yeah, maybe the genre wasn't that insane. But it was fun at least. Right. And then Shio actually ended up using a lot. I was kind of surprised by the amount I used Shio. But it was like a really nice pairing with Vanessa, especially on a crit damage build. Because you basically one-shot any mid-range unit with Strip Defense Break into the skill 3 nuke. Just having like additional damage and crit damage lines for the most part. It worked really well. And it was also really good with Chizuka. You could basically just nullify those Fire Monkey Camilla teams by having Shio plus Chizuka, since you like perma-protect your whole team. This guy was like my unsung hero from, I guess, like the last 5 days. So I runed up a Violent Will Verd, which was really good against the Ganya Thor people when you could steal the Verd. And it was also really insane into people who first picked Vanessa and wanted to bruiser you. And it was also really good at like converting into CC team. So what I did with the Ryu and Verd was basically... It was basically a Swift Bird team. Because my Swift Ryu went first to like disrupt. And then I just had like a Violent Verd cycling the team. So it was basically like running Swift Verd and a Sparrow Violence Ryu, but reverse. Which is kind of interesting. Diana didn't pick that much. But I think Diana would be really good if we're going back into Bruiser stuff. Mine is a little bit too slow. But I think I stole some runes from her for Fire Monkey stuff, which was definitely worth. Just additional damage, artifacts. This one is pretty nice. Robo, I didn't use that much. Add him on a little bit of a filler set. Basically, if the enemy just went too slow and I was already going into control, I was able to pick Robo as one of my strippers. And it did pretty well, I think. Yeah, we'll see if... I'm probably going to change Robo again for the season. If I do end up using Robos. Josephine I basically never picked. She was ruined though. Because I think I almost always picked Camilla in the places I would pick Josephine. You could pick both of them together. I do think I like force banned Josephine some games if the enemy went too much control over Camilla. Feng actually ended up using a lot. He's on the same old build. Additional damage. Just full stats. Still stuck at below 2200 and below 20k HP, which is a bit sad. I'll probably have to get some better grinds here. And then it will be finished. Chompong. I was running Chompong quite a bit, but that was basically only when I did my Wateroo drafts. Which wasn't that often since I was usually first picking Vanessa. It was just standard Max Ack, Despair Will, additional damage. He did fairly well. Charlotte was essentially like my second Chompong. She was a little bit better into like the full Bruiser lineups. But this was basically when I wanted a second Chompong, or if Chompong was already picked. But Charlotte I basically always have runes. She's probably gonna stay on this build for a while, even for regular season. Chizuka was like my second immunity. I even prioritized her over Wusa some games. She's just on the standard 100 res build, tanky, good accuracy. Yeah, so almost max AC on the skill 3. This used to be such a good artifact for her before the last change. Like this ATV when revived, it kind of sucks that it's not as good. But Shizuka was also broken, so I guess that is okay. Wusa I think was like my main carry, which is kind of weird. I did put him on like one of my best. Okay, I shouldn't say that the violence set is too insane, but this Nem set carries a bit. This is what I usually put on a Swift unit. But yeah, for this SL with more Bruiser stuff, I ended up just putting it on Wusa. But he did really well. Like even when he randomly crit with his attack and HP, he just like slapped for 12k on defense break. He was like one of my, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure in all of the videos, Wusa was probably picked like in the second, third spot, so... I do think Wusa would be a little bit worse for a regular though. Because reason that it was so good in SL was because there weren't really that many good strippers. The only strippers that people used were basically Robos to some extent, Ryu. There weren't that many Chiwus. So this like double buff shield with this base speed was really broken. I don't think that would be a little bit harder once the season rolls around though. Molong I used a little bit here and there. Nothing too crazy. He's on a crit rate build though, which is a bit weird. But he does do pretty well on his S1 and S2. In the longer fights. Carlos I think only picked a few times. I think I won every game with him though, which was kind of nice. He's just on a tanky vamp build. But Carlos is fun. We might see more as well if people start going more Molong stuff. Since people are going more Fire Monkey, Raccoony stuff. Masha was on a pretty bad build compared to what I usually run her on. Didn't end up picking it that much. Now that Fire Monkey was a thing. I'll probably still try to keep her wound a little bit at least. Because she actually has a good matchup into Fire Monkey, which is big. So if enemy goes like some pseudo CC comp and goes Fire Monkey, you can still like counter their CC with Masha and have like a big threat into their monkey, which is nice. Oh, Kali I had run up for like the last day I played. I think I picked her twice, but yeah, she lost some runes now. But she was basically just... Oh, maybe I have the runes here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was something like this. Around these runes. She's just a nice Chizuka pairing. And really good into low strip bruisers as well. Nana, I don't think I picked much at all. But that's my Nana. Just additional damage, tanky, crit rate. The damage and defense breaks. Juno is the standard Juno build I always run. Just to spare revenge. Full additionals. Trying to be a bit tanky. As tanky as I can be on attack cell 6 anyways. This rune is carrying a bit. For the tankiness. Racconia ended up buffing towards the last week. I didn't pick Raccoony that much, but we did see a lot of Raccoony. So stealing him wasn't that bad. He's not really tuned to that many of my units, which is a bit weird. But he was definitely good when people like overcommitted into CC. Especially when you could pair him with Camilla Fire Monkey stuff. And I think we're probably going to see Raccoony more than Molly this season. Especially after the Molly nerf. But definitely aim for 100 rest if you can. Usually I have him 100 rest, but I went for the Nem build instead. But even on Nem build, you should try to get 100 rest, of course. Hollyberry is really damn bad. She got a lot worse after the nerf. She can still pop off pretty hard. I don't think she's that good. Some games, of course, she will look like the best unit in the game. But I just put her on a burner set. Because one thing you can do still on Vamp is she can solo some teams without relying on the parry. But that's more so because of permanent immunity and defense buff being so strong. Abilio is just same Abilio, basically. Just tanky, crit damage. A little bit of accuracy. So nothing really special there. Just skill 3 recovery, skill 3 act on the artifacts. Rika did end up picking quite a bit towards the end, actually. She's just on the standard tanky 100 res build, or 98 res, with decent accuracy. Carnal I used... I don't know what happened to Carnal. I'm pretty sure my Carnal got changed like 100 times during Special League. Now he's on some weird Twitter build. I feel like I did end up picking Rika more than him towards the end. And Fire Monkey was like my usual fire threat. So I don't think I gave him too much love. Jamair I did use quite a bit. I was surprised by how much I used him. He was on a like crit rate, high damage build. I used Jamair a lot of games when I played Sonya, which was kind of strange. Because Jamire Vanessa Sonya was really good. Even if the enemy had like defense lead, you could still defense break with Vanessa. And save your Sonya skill 2 for the second turn. And you had really good protection with both the revive and the cleanse from this guy. Leo. I think he's him as a force ban a bit. I know I stole some runes for Antares, I think, so he's not on the ideal Leo runes anymore. A little bit of wasted speed. Not very much attack. Yeah, Douglas just triple attack. Broken. Just for the solo fights. He did his job. Don't think I picked him too much. Yeah, basically him and Leo were just like the force bans, where you pick 5th pick. Don't think I picked him too much outside of that. This Violent Antares, I was surprised that I actually picked quite a bit. Because he was really good into the people who picked Oliver and Bird. My crit rate is a bit of an issue. It did work against Oliver's though, because of the 30 plus 15. Yeah, obviously when you proc and you don't crit any hits, it was a bit awkward. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my Taurus... I'm sure I lost some games with him, but I can't really remember any games I lost with him. Which is not a good look if Antares performed that well. But I'll just blame my enemy picking a bunch of Oliver, Verd, Raccoon for that. Yeah, Fire Monkey was one of my main carries, especially against CC. Same build as I've had him for like a week now. Just Violent Nemesis, tanky. 100 crit would be good, a little bit of accuracy would be good. But I think the only places where you should really get accuracy is from innates on him. You could get a bit on his S2 from artifacts as well. But I just have skill 2 crit damage here. I do have 7 AC here. So that probably saved me some games when I got lucky on 100 res units. But who knows. Then just damage on wind. I do think I would rather have minus damage here though. Because he does do pretty well into some water units. Because of his speed and tankiness. So I'll probably look for a better one here. This was really nice into like the Chompong Organia Thor stuff still. So that's what he was on. Sonya did end up... I changed my Sonya a bit from how I usually ran her. She used to be slightly more attack, but a bit like 2 speed slower, 98 crit rate. I changed her like the last 2 days, but I didn't actually end up using her at all because I was able to park. I was hoping to try this new build, but I guess we'll try this once season opens up. And for her, you just aim for like max crit damage on the S2. So you basically want skill to crit damage, and then crit damage has more enemy HP and own target crit damage, which I don't really have any of. I'm gonna change this to own target, and it should be good. I will say, after trying Sonya a bit, I do think crit rate will be the best build. Maybe if you have some like wacky crit rate quad on slot 4 on an attack rune, you can maybe go triple attack. You could also go a bit slower and just use her into violent units. But I'm using this like contest into if you're fighting, let's say, Rhea Ethna, which is pretty common, and you have a fast Sonya, you can like one-shot their Ethna with Vanessa Sonya because of the same base speed. So even if your Sonya is a little bit slower, and you have the Vanessa Ryu matchup, Sonya would do really well into that. Unless they randomly have like a 35k HP Ethna. I don't think most people do. Especially not if they're running Swift Ethna. Gani I runed up for the last few days. He was like also one of those units that I didn't pick that often. He was more so like specific to my Ryu drafts. Since I had a Swift Ryu. He wasn't really tuned to anything else. Just standard Violent Will. Skill 3 accuracy with additionals. So it's almost maxed out on the AC here. But he was good. I think Gani will also make a bit of a comeback with Vanessa. I think even Swift Vanessa could open up some weird stuff with high base speed units. You can even do like Swift Vanessa with Shiho Gani. I think that would be solid. Miles I did use more than I usually do. Because he was really good into all the turn 2 stuff. He's just on Violent Shield, as tank as possible. but still trying to have some accuracy. I do have a bit of skill to act here, so he's 74, right? So he was still decent at stripping Chizukas and stuff. But I wouldn't mind capping that out. Because I know I lost some games for sure by him like missing key strips. Triana, I was experimenting a little bit with since Vanessa came back. She wasn't that bad, but I'm pretty sure I picked her in drafts where I was already a little bit screwed over. I don't think she had the best results. But I don't think she's bad. Like, this was basically the plan with Chandra. I was gonna do Vanessa, Chandra, Triana, and then Valenverd. Which I think only happened like once. And then they always banned the Verd, so it always felt a little bit awkward. Do I have anything else ruined? This guy, I didn't really end up using at all. He's on a weird like rest build. He's tanky. Not the usual crit damage monkey. He also has Zero Axe, so yeah, probably don't want to copy this monkey. But also I don't know, since I didn't get to use him that much. But I'm pretty sure that's most of the units I used. I thought I would just show all of these builds, because I'm probably gonna end up rerunning later today for when the season starts. I do think a lot of the builds will stay the same, and I do think most of them should be viable for this season as well. Oh, look at that. But I do think it's gonna be a pretty interesting season as well, because the balance patch was pretty meta changing. And we should also get a balance patch in like only a month as well. Okay, maybe not a month, but like a month and a week. And it's SWC qualifying season. We did qualify from the last one though, so we don't have to worry that much. But it should be pretty spicy with a balance patch a month before the end as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all of the units that I used. Sibal ended up getting unruined pretty early. I do think she will make a comeback again in regular. But she was basically struggling with not that many good AoE strips being viable. This was mainly everything I planned with this video. I'm not really planning to save these, so I could we could buy some of these and do a special YouTube only summon session. Because I do think I have an LD right now. Maybe we'll pop the blessing in this exclusive YouTube summon. We will buy some of these. Because why not? Maybe we get something. Oh, we get 2 LDs even. Alright, let's see what we get. I wouldn't mind getting a Tayor either. Don't ask what happened to my first Tayor. He had to be sacrificed like a year ago. But he's welcome back now if he wants. Okay, we'll do without the monster rate up. I think I have... Oh, maybe I should do it. I think I have all of them except for... Yeah, I have all of them except for this one. I guess we can do special summons. Oh! I mean, that's not bad, right? But... Oh. I mean, she's really good, but I do have her. She was like my... she was my carry during Special League, so... That's awkward. But we'll take it. At least it's an F5. Oh, no Tayor though. Maybe we can get Gio. I just realized I should have turned off... Oh, wait, this could be an F5 easily. Okay, I don't know if it's a good thing, like, doing these YouTube summoning sessions or not. At least it wasn't another fake LE5. Because I did end up pulling this, like, 2 weeks ago. Fake 5 Hrungnir. Yeah, this was at least a good session for such a small one. Let's see if we get anything from these, though. If the blessing pops now, it would be insane. But I'm pretty sure we got lucky enough already. So no blessing pop right now. We're gonna have to chase the blessing pop another day. But that's probably gonna do it for me in this video. A little YouTube exclusive. You'll probably see me on Twitch. I'm not sure when this video goes up, but you'll probably see me live on Twitch later tonight at least. For the new season. But anyways, take care everyone. Thank you for cheering for me during Special League. And I hope everyone else had got the rank they wanted. And I'll see you soon.